I had gone to the feed store. I've been wanting to grow fodder for quite some time, and I finally ordered these trays. They're not very big trays, but I mean, they're sufficient for now. I can get some bigger ones later. Uh, but I soaked these. Actually, they say 12 hours, but I soaked them for like 24 hours. And then I put them out here and kept them moist. Now this paper is to help keep the moisture on them. And I think the paper kind of shrunk myself. But I kept them moist. And this time, I mean, this has been over a week. Now, could cause mold in the seed if I left this water in here. But I did that yesterday just to see what it would do. And so this has been over a week. And none of these have even started to sprout. Now this one here looks like there's a little bit of a sprout on the end, but not like they should. This whole tray should be sprouting, and it's not. There's one or two that look like they might be sprouting. Here's one here that looks like it might be sprouting. But the rest of these also should be sprouting, and they're not. And that's the way it is in all of these trays. Now these here look a little more like they're sprouting a little bit more. But I'm beginning to wonder if maybe there isn't a sprout to keep it from sprouting if they sprayed it with something. Now you can see these have got a few more and a little more sprouts, but they're sitting also in water, which is really not a good thing. It's not. You're just supposed to keep them moist. The water drains off and they start sprouting. Here's another tray. And if you look at it, there's not that much sprouting here either. A couple. But there should be all this, and that's the same with this tray. And this tray even has more water. But you can see, they all should be sprouting. So if it's got a sprouting prohibitor on it, I don't want to feed it to my animals. And that's what this is for. This is whole barley for livestock. And barley, they say, is the best thing for fodder. And that it's supposed to sprout a little faster than some of the others. So my thought is, I think I'm going to have to probably wind up going to the seed company and getting seed from the seed company that does seeds, especially for fodder. Because what I'm trying to do is help supplement my feed with all these. Now our feed that I get at this one feed store is local feed. It's from here, but some of it that I get is from a milling company elsewhere, out of state. And I don't know if the ports are going to have any issue with feed for my animals, or if it's just inland and it's just shipped by truck. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's why I was wanting to start growing fodder was to help supplement the feed, stretch it a little further. Like the goats like green grass, the chickens, the ducks, and the geese like green grass. Henry, the pig, he likes green grass. So if I grew some of this, and I realize they're not very big trees, so they're not going to put out a whole lot, but it's a start, like I said. And I can order bigger trays. But I'm thinking I might have to maybe to keep this moist, because you spray it, the paper and everything, and it's supposed to keep the plants moist, or the seed moist. So I might even get some newspaper. I don't think newspaper will hurt anything. Although the ink today, I don't know how many chemicals the ink has. But maybe I can get just some plain paper of some sort. That's what this is. And it doesn't look like it's any particular type of paper. And it doesn't say it's a particular type of paper. And they only give you a few in the package that I got these trays from. This is an Amazon tray. And I couldn't find any here in town. So that's why I ordered it off of Amazon. So now, I'm not sure. I'm going to leave these here, and I'm going to leave the water, and I'm going to watch for mold. And they say to use, now this feels dry on the bottom, so it's not, the water's not touching it. They say to use distilled water. I have well water, which has, I think it has lime in it because it leaves lime all over everything. Like on our swamp cooler, it has lime crystals on it, so this does have lime in it. So I'm also planning on getting the distilled water from this store and using that on my seed instead of my well water. And hopefully I'll get a better thing on it. I'm going to straighten this one here out, because this one here had the most seeds that were germinating, as you can see. But I mean, this whole tray should be, filled with seeds with roots on them, and it's not. And so I'm kind of discouraged a little bit about this, but it's a lesson. I mean, we keep learning lessons every day. So I've noticed that in the feed room that the mice haven't even eaten through the plastic on the bag to get to this whole seed. And I have scratch. I had to wind up putting all my chicken feed in metal cans to keep the mice out of them, because they were choosing through the plastic bags and getting into the scratch, getting into the layer crumble, getting into the chick starter, getting into Henry's food, getting into everything. So I had to, but they are not touching this whole barley. Now, I don't know if it's because they don't like the taste of barley. I'm pretty sure barley is not the sweetest grain, but neither is the corn and the Milo and everything that's in the hen scratch. So that's, so that kind of concerns me there too. What is on these seeds that are prohibiting them from growing and keeping the mice from eating through the bag? What is in it? I haven't asked the feed store. I don't think there's even a tag on that. I think the tag got torn off. So I can't even see, and I doubt very much if they would even put it in the tag, which I think they're supposed to put everything and anything. But if they spray these at the mill, I don't think it's going to be on the bag. I could be wrong. Maybe everybody knows. Maybe somebody works in one of these seed mills and could tell me, because this is cattle feed. To be fed to cattle, to be fed to chickens, to be fed to pigs, geese and everything. That's what this barley's for. And it's whole barley. I got the whole barley so that I could grow fodder. That was my whole plan. But I do know that they spray, like, they do put a spray on some of the alfalfa seed to keep the mice out of it. And so I don't know if they have non-sprayed seed, because I would like to try and grow some alfalfa fodder for in the wintertime. Alfalfa is a little higher protein, and so it keeps the body a little warmer a little longer in the winter. Although I don't think we're going to have much of a winter because we have no berries on the juniper trees. Very few. And what juniper berries we have is just like one tree might have a lot of berries around the bottom part, but on the top part they don't have any berries. And that's all. I made a video on that if you want to go back and look at it. And so, but anyway, maybe somebody has an idea why these aren't sprouting like they should. So please subscribe and make a comment, push the like button, and we'll catch you on the flip side.